Welcome to Exposure on Writing in Prison. My name is Kate Meissner. I am the Prison and Justice Writing Program Director at PEN America, and I'm so happy to see you all here at this World Voices Festival event. So, without further ado, I'm very excited to welcome our amazing readers who have stepped in for the writers that can't be here to bring their work to you, and I'm so grateful to all of you for being here.
This poem is 7 sections. Each section is a different reflection on a part of the cell. Each section has vignettes reflecting on both the inside and the outside world. Section 1, bars. My good friend noosed himself rigid around his bars. 15. On the day a jury of his peers damned his pubescent black body to petrify 100+ years. How he must have pined for lost time, lonely in his cell, his whole skin a scowl until the bars spelled a ritual for release. How many times have I slammed these iron bars shut, locking myself in? How many clenched hands have repeated the same clutched slide lock? Did the metal maker mold the kennel door, knowing for the occupant it would be a daily DIY caging? When I reach through the bars and bring nothing back, am I wrong to reach again and again? Bars, what keep me from? 2. Cell floor. A slab of concrete coated, a gray blue dark, like a sky pissed off, the kind of color a depressed body patinas into, a shade I've heard called corpse gray. It scuffed, bubbled, pockmarked like a lunar landscape, always cold. Its layered history exposed through erosion from pacing feet and feet and feet and feet and black. Under the gray blue, pale gray, under the black scab green, under that. I spent a summer in segregation, a brutal summer of heat and stifle, humidity that lounged its sticky self into cells with no fans, no air conditioning, no open windows, the sink water lukewarm, stripped down to my boxers, glistening like glass, just blown. I felt cool relief against the soles of my naked feet. The next few weeks, I spent every minute as far under the heat as I could get, sprawled across the narrow mattress I had laid on the floor. 3. Toilet. No toilet seats or lids. There's a metal push button in lieu of a flush handle jutting from the wall 2 inches above the toilet. The toilet is 2 feet from where my head lies on a plastic wrapped pillow every night, 8 inches from the side of the desk, so my flanky frame must sit sideways over the bowl, maneuver my hips just to the left, lean forward slightly and hike my knees up until tippy-toed chins smashed against the desk edge. Wiping requires its own awkward negotiations. Mine is like the white porcelain toilet found in most homes. It's always cool, slick surface, goosebumps my bare flesh, just like the one at my old house on Southgate Drive. As a kid, I laid down strips of toilet paper across the toilet's lip to protect my backside from its chilled shock. Out of habit, I practiced the same my first few years in prison until I realized I would never call this place home. In the summer of 2010, a construction worker punctured the prison's sewer pipe. No toilet could flush for 2 days. That's 280 metabolisms in each housing unit. That's 5 housing units. That's 1,400 unflushed toilets with 2 days worth of a brew of waste boiling in the dry heat for 2 days. We tried to hold in what clenched our guts when our bodies began to sweat and shake in pain from restraint out of options. We tried to mask what came out with liquid soap. That's fucked up. Shampoo, lotion, detergent, clenching chemicals, and baby powder. 4, closet. A 5 foot by 2 foot by 1.5 metal rectangle with a single shelf I sectioned into piles of 6 impeccably folded white t-shirts, 6 pairs of white socks, 6 white boxers, and 2 gray sweaters below. This shelf stacked from the floor up are art papers and sketch pads, plastic bowls brimmed with tubes of watercolor, and oil paints, brushes, canvas, boxes of drawing charcoal, a row of collected letters from fickle loved ones I'm too afraid to throw away. I have filled this closet with meaning. I keep its door closed almost always, open only in brief seconds of necessity. Everyone knows closed means safe. If a tornado threatens, the closet is where I'm made to hunch and wonder if this is my unmarked tomb. There are monkeys in my closet, I used to tell Dad. Not the curious George type, but the sinister frothing at the fanged mouth, monkeys of childhood nightmares. During daylight hours, straddling my brother's broad shoulders, I would swing my aluminum t-ball bat. Once Dad slid the closet door open, eyes clamped shut, as I failed at t-shirts and jeans hung limp and innocent on hangers. I imagined those muffled wallops were bat against monkey belts. Today, those closet monsters are alive, all around me, taking the form of prison-garbed bodies. The penitentiary is a closet crammed, and I am hatless, and my eyes are open, and I am one of them. 5, desk. I have books stacked horizontal to bookend the books, rowed vertically, spines out, so I can see the beautiful names of poets and artists in this one behemoth called a poet's glossary. That is sort of esoteric accent and intimidating, but goddamn if I haven't dog-eared its dense pages with eager hands. A 15-inch flat screen reveals the outside world. Is my in case I get out of lifeline lest I enter society too far gone from my 2002 departure that I trade one prison for another. I watch a war's worth of bodies made into breaking news at school nightclub. I watch a war's worth of bodies made into breaking news at a school, nightclub, church, restaurant, mall, office, street, corner, and think maybe the stone wall dividing me from a nation divided keeps me safe. I have hunched over this sacred dented desk under my television's dull glow and emptied, bic by bic, onto letters that never receive a reply. 6. What these walls say. Walls. Stack was here. Young playa gang. North side, south side, east side, west side. The devil made me do it. Jesus saves. Fuck the police. Fuck the world. Fuck you, fuck. What these walls can't say. Remember that time you tenderized your knuckles bloody against my mask, the time you gorilla pounded me until fatigued. I am not your enemy. I am a wall by nature. I am immovable. On the wall, my bed is bolted to a 3-foot by 3-foot block painted black. The designated area for pictures. Nothing allowed on the wall outside the block's boundaries. That's the rule. That's the way even photos of loved ones are confined, policed by perimeters and policies. An aged father, siblings growing up, nieces and nephews I've never met, an auntie I call mom, a wife I call salvation, all collage, every inch of it black. My 2 younger brothers and I share a bunk bed in a bedroom the size of 2 cells when I was 11. Our 3rd apartment is 3 years. Another cramped space, another attempt at new memories. On one wall opposite my bottom bunk, the previous owners had painted a child's jungle mural. When I could not help the want to be somewhere else, I lay down. Escape into the 2 bright greens, unrealistic trees, cartoon beast, and pretend it's fiction as a better reality. Most nights now, my cellar dark, I lie on my right side, inches from the wall breathing my breath back at me. I see the mural, I repaint it with faces of family, with patchy colors of memory and memoirs missed. I pretend nothing is wrong. 7, bed. A stiff neoprene foam mattress, plastic coated, on top of a 6-foot long, 2.5-foot wide sheet of metal bolted to the wall. If this were my coffin, they would need to saw my feet off to make me fit. I have taught myself to sleep on my back. I have never used the term bedroom here. I have not relaxed my hardened body into peaceful slumber. Here, I have not stretched myself into a satisfying waking. Here, I have not, next to the love of my life or made love here. I have not folded my limbs into a question mark at the bed's edge and prayed and prayed and prayed for forgiveness here.